What's going on, everyone, and welcome back for more news on Infinite Magicraid. Today we are going to talk about different things. A new week begins on Infinite Magicraid. We have a new banner with Excellent and Supreme Witches and the Double the Legend event. So I'm going to talk about the heroes in banner, and then we are going to talk about some new events we have in game. But before, as always, don't forget to claim the codes you have above my head. We have a new one today to redeem to have an extra 1000 diamonds. Lion Ace 3. Okay, so let's concentrate on the banner first. Bofani, Bull, Luz, Joni, and Tifia. If you check the rankings in the Wuthering Coast, for example, you can find both Bofani and Dez in that content in a direct damage team, and that's one of the strongest team we have today in the game, after the team using Indra and Dianmu, of course. In the Purgatory of 7 scenes, some players are using them both in a team to increase their damage, and they are working pretty well. I'm discovering it during the recording of the video, but that guy already has every Spirit Beast 5 stars level 60. This is insane. Okay, so Bofani and Dez can't work alone. You need to use them both in one team, otherwise they are not gonna shine. If you have both of them in the same team, for example, Bofani is gonna grant all allies attack up 2 instead of on herself only, defense down 60%, resolute 2, attack up 40%, and many pursuits on the targets when you are using them both, but bad in PvP, bad in faction abyss, because Dez is not in the same faction, and in dungeons, I don't think they are gonna be great. Then you have Bull from the Hidden Wave. That's a good direct damage dealer, but today you have many heroes who can out-damage him. But he is a mandatory unit if you want to push the faction abyss. Of course, you need the exclusive 3, don't expect to use the hero without the exclusive 3, you are gonna have almost no damage at all. He is gonna have a more piercing rate over time and deal really high AoE damage. You can use him in a direct damage team in PvP or in the faction abyss. If you check the rankings, everyone is using him everywhere in the last stage. You can use him in the Dwarven Ruins versus Ifrit and Growlen. They are taking more direct damage, so that's a good hero to use in here. But outside of that, maybe in the Tower of Mark if you haven't cleared it yet. Maybe in the Purgatory of 7 scenes, it might be a good hero to kill the ads. In the Cloister, don't expect to use him. And that's pretty all, in fact. You are not gonna have high damage in the Wuthering Coast neither. Maybe in the Broken Land, it can help to deal damage, but he is clearly not the best hero for that. Then you have Luz. He has been buffed recently. He's gonna deal pretty nice AoE damage based on his attack and the target's max HP. That's a good nurker for PvP, depending on the heroes you have. Of course, you have better heroes, but that's still a pretty good hero for that. You can use him in the Sword Arbor Guards faction abyss if you don't have a Barry or Donald Rebelli. He's gonna be a great hero for that content. To clear stages in the Tower of Mark, in the Dwarven Ruins versus Ifrit and Growlen 2. Maybe in the Purgatory of 7 scenes if you don't have a Jingle Bell, and maybe in the Broken Land too. Then you have Joni, a kind of equivalent to Elik. He can protect one of your hero, the strongest DPS in your team, from taking 3 debuffs per turn. He can be immune to debuffs, increase the resistance of all your heroes when he procs the immunity to debuffs on himself. And that effect can be pretty nice depending on the team you are going to use in PvP, in my opinion. Average damage on enemies based on his defense. And in fact, that's pretty all. That's an average hero for PvP. And finally, Tifia from the Foresters. Early game, she can solo some content in the faction abyss, but then she is only used in PvP and not really often today because you have a way better heroes, but she can give you an advantage depending on the team you are going to use in PvP. But if you have a Sun Wukong or a Nordak in front of you, many defense type units, in fact, she is not going to shine at all because you are going to need first to have crazy stats on her and then to have crazy heroes to increase her damage, such as Rista, Lydia in the same team, and maybe other stuff as well. But in Advanced Arena, the Championship or the War of Thrones, she can be really strong depending on the team you are gonna face and the team you are gonna use. Outside of PvP, she is bad absolutely everywhere. Then you have Ryan, a decent epic bleeder to start the game with. It's a good hero in my opinion, but outside of that, he is gonna be useless everywhere after that. Melta is one of the worst heroes in the game, so never build him please. Then you have Oli, another bad hero, non-used today. And finally Malak, another non-used epic hero. But on that banner, double the legend, so on the first legendary hero summon, you are gonna have another legendary given for free, and it can happen only one time, so you can be sure that I'm gonna try at least to have one legendary to proc the double the legend and to see who am I gonna get. But I really hope that I'm gonna have one copy of Bofani on that. Let me know in the comment below who would you want to have. Then we have two new events. Let's talk about the first one. You have to farm the Purgatory of 7 scenes to collect some extra rewards. At the end you have 5 shards of that legendary spirit beast, and you can have 10 random shards in here and more stuff, equipment, experience to power them up. You just have a few quests to complete. And then we have that new event in which we have many chests to claim, but how much is it gonna cost? First chest, you have these heroes inside of it. And first, I would recommend to pick Dakota until she is exclusive 3 because she can help a lot in your poison team in the Wuthering Coast and the Purgatory of 7 Sins, and she can be good in the Faction Abyss as well. If you already have the exclusive 3 on her, you might want to pick Hizaro. He can help in the Purgatory of 7 Sins in your bleed team to apply the 7-1 on the boss, and then you can decide whether you want to pick Fiona or Luz. They are cool heroes, but not really used today, but they are still better than Taff, let's be honest. On the second round, you have another chest. You can pick some Spirit Beast fragments or equipment, and you have that chest as well with limited heroes and echoes inside. On the third round, you have the same but with more rewards inside. And same command for the limited heroes and echoes. And finally, every time you are gonna clear a round above the fourth round, you are gonna get these chests with Spirit Beast stuff and the limited heroes and echoes as well. 16 tiles in total. You start with 10 pickaxes and you have 6 different gems to find. Once you found all the gems, then you reach the next round. And I don't know yet, but I hope that we are not gonna have more tiles on the next round. You have 6 pickaxes to buy in there using your diamonds. It's not daily pickaxes, I think you can buy them only one time and then it's over for the entire duration of the event. So I have 16 pickaxes, I can complete the first round for free. Okay, so these are the gems. And that's the rewards I get. And then yes, you have more tiles to hit and more gems to find. Then, as always, you have some packs in the shop. 2 extra pickaxes for $1 in here, 3 for $5, 5 for 10, 20 for 50, and then 16 for 70 and 20 for 100. If you are planning to spend on that event, make sure that you are both using Aptoide to get some cashback on every purchase you are going to make in game. For example, if I want to buy that pack today, this is what I'm going to have to pay, and you are going to get 14 euros in cashback without my promo code. If you wait until June 1st and use my promo code on your AppCoins wallet, AhkTaar IMR5 as written on the middle of the screen, you are going to have a 5% extra cashback. So here I would have like 17 or 18 euros in cashback after buying that pack. And then when you have enough cashback on your AppCoins wallet, that option is showing up and you can use your credits in fact to buy some stuff for free in the game. And that's what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna have a bit more pickaxes for that video to see how much do we need to spend to obtain the rewards. If you have any question on Aptoide, feel free to contact me. My ID Discord is at the left of the video and in the description below, so feel free to contact me. So now I have 30 pickaxes, I can complete the second round. I need 25 in total. Okay, so in fact you have to mine everything and you have all the gems inside. $66 to reach the third round, and if I want to complete that round too, I need to buy the $100 pack. Yes, because that one is not enough. I'm gonna lack 4 pickaxes. I hate when they are doing that. They are doing that all the time. Why do you propose that pack? It's completely useless. With an extra $100, I'm gonna complete the round number 3, so $160 in total and 1,800 gems to complete the first 3 rounds. And to get 2 limited heroes or echoes and 1 spirit beast plus half the shards for another one. I'm gonna open these to see if I can get lucky or not. No single legendary shard, of course. Nice, 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 nice. So in fact you have to choose between the two chests. Limited heroes or spirit beasts. Of course, for me I'm gonna take the spirit beast, but for another player, come on, I thought we could have both. Okay, so that's a bad news. I'm gonna take that because I want the 25 shards for the wolf. And so now I can summon the Icefield Ghost. And in fact, I'm pretty sure that you haven't noticed that yet, but that's the pet of Brynhild. Passively removing buffs from the enemy who has dealt the highest damage in total during the run. So yes, of course, for PvP it's gonna make a difference. And of course, when you have 4 stars on that Spirit Beast, you are gonna have an extra effect way better than before. You are gonna remove all buffs from 2 enemies instead of 1, and inflict a debuff on them for 1 turn, extending all their debuffs by 1 turn, and reducing their shielded effect and healed effect by 40%, and finally reduce their max HP by 7%. But you need 5 copies of that, so you need money! As always, that's the game. So guys, that was all for that video. I hope you enjoyed it. If it's the case, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a nice day, guys, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.